to do what I've been taught to help us get where we need to go. And like I say, I'll be the first one to say I don't have all the answers. I don't have all the answers and will not even assume that. But let's get back to your identity. And I want you to think, because this is what's going to get you out of the situation you're in. The Lord never fails. True. All right. But when you get here straight, once you get an understanding here, and I'm blessed, you blessed because of AI. You are blessed because of robotics. A lot of people won't tell you this, but I am. And for as your identity, it was hijacked when you was coming out your mother womb. They already cutting the biblical cord, got you already on the market, just pimping you, and your parents didn't know no better. That's the world we live in. But when it come here, it's a different world. When we talk about here, it's a different environment. When we talk about here, it is permanently designed for you as an individual. But nobody ever taught you this. And you got to be taught. Are you ready? Somebody let me know where you're coming from, where you're from. I need to see y'all talking to me now. I appreciate it. Talk to me. I'm talking to you, but I need you to talk to me now. Call me Link. All right, Link, you got it. Talk to me. Are you ready to know your value, your purpose, your identity? Are you ready to get it back? I need you to say yes, no, why you here, where you from. Talk to me, y'all. Y'all know what got to happen now. I'm from South Carolina. Great. Okay. I'm from Georgia. Someone said yes. You ready? Okay. Now, if you ready to be honest with yourself, and this is the perfect time. Mississippi in the house. I used to know somebody in Mississippi. Okay. Appreciate you joining. Once we get this understood, your identity, everything else will fall into place for your source. And y'all gonna have to let me know when you're ready to move on. I'm gonna give you at least 2 days of identity. If we don't need that much, fine with me. We can move on. But I want y'all to let me know we can move on. So I'm looking for people to come here on a regular basis so I know you growing as I do this online. And if you want to get the opportunity to see me on Zoom, we have a master class on Saturday. That's your choice. But out here, this 1 hour, I try to keep it compact and give y'all the opportunity to answer y'all questions in about 10 minutes. So let me get into this. I usually hang around longer on TikTok. You're welcome to come. So let's get into this. Your identity. A lot of people want to go in the Bible, which is okay with me. But me and my team from South Carolina, we go back and forth because even when you read the word, it is made to affect you here. So what's here don't do nothing but get amplified when you read the word, in my opinion. But if you looking to be fulfilled, it's already here. Can we agree that what you need is already inside of you? And that's what I think hurt people the most. They don't know how to communicate here. They can get the book, they can get the Bible and read it, meditate on it, get a little understanding. But when you talk to him from here, when you get in the prayer closet and talk to him like I'm talking to you from a spiritual perspective, from an inward, hit home, if you know what I mean. You know you're on the same page. That's what I can say. When you get in your prayer closet and you get that relationship with your source, it's a personal experience called now I can only speak for me because every morning, night, at least twice a day, even I pray during the day. But these the times I get my guidance, especially in the morning, like today, this morning. Y'all special. And the world is so evil, devilish, just no good. They get you when you least expect it. They can't get in your face and confront you, talking about the world. They get you when you at your weakest, when you don't know what's going on. Then when you raise up 12, 15, 55, 65, you all of a sudden, man, what happened? Your life gone. The world now sucked your life out of you. And then you look back, man, if I would have knew this, if I would have knew that, things could have been different. But when you in the wrong environment from the gate, I mean, out your mother womb, you in the wrong environment, then you seek out. Now, I thought the church was the answer. I seeked out the church. like most of us. And for me, I found out quick that the church wasn't it for me. That's correct. It's in there at the colonizer covered it up with the jacked up 66 book. Yes. But I can say this. You have a testimony for your identity. You are a walking God, y'all. Don't sell yourself short, but it's not your fault. I got to keep putting this out there. But let's talk about your identity. I'm getting there. I'm going somewhere because once you understand this, everything else will be easy. Once you can be honest with yourself, everything else will fall into place. But you got to understand how you got where you are today. Ain't nobody teaching you this. You got to know how you got to where you are today. We're talking about identity now on a daily dose. Like the live, share the live. Let's get this out here to some people because if you don't share it, it won't get shared. I can only do so much. So let's keep going. When you was born, your mom signed the so-called birth certificate. You didn't know what you just a child. You like a empty hard drive, but your source got you already figured out. Now, how we being honest with ourselves now? How much different would you be if you knew your purpose, if you knew your source, if you knew your true potential, and you had destiny here on earth? If you knew these things as you grew up, let's say you at 12 years old, you learning these things, you in high school, and you know your identity, you know where you get your source from, and you know your purpose in life. Before you get out here in the world, you already know these things. You already know your potential. You already hold yourself accountable. You know how valuable you are. And you know you got a relationship with your source in the inside. Who would be better off than they are today? Put me in the chat. If you would be better off if you knew your identity, if you knew your source, if you knew your true potential, if you knew your true destiny here on earth, who would be better off? Just say I. Put an I, me. All right. Let's get some. My cousin said the same thing Saturday. This is crazy. Almost the same exact word. Okay. Yeah, people starting to come around now because they know the world is just not right. And if you be honest with yourself, you can get a lot farther in life. Yes. Your cousin? Yes. But let's keep going. Now, if you know you'll be better off, how serious are you about changing? How serious are you about being honest with yourself? You just said you'll be better off. So, in order for you to be better off, you got to come here on a consistent basis because there's nobody teaching you this. After 51 years, I'm able to teach you what I had to find out the long way, the hard way. And I promise you, you don't have to do half the things that I've done to get to where I'm at to teach you. So let's keep going. Your identity, if you want a scripture on that, is Jeremiah 1:5. Let's get into it. Your source, your creator, knew you in your mother's womb. He got you all planned out from your birth till you pass away. He got you planned out, but you was hijacked when you got in this sinful world. And that's why I fought the churches. If it's already in us, why would we need a teacher? Good question. Because the environment you in. Like I said, when you was born, your mother not signed you away. The environment you in teaching you worldly things. And when you get taught worldly things, you don't know what's right because your mama doing it, the environment doing it, the school system teaching you. That's why you need a teacher that want the best for you. Because the world don't. Because if they did, just like you said, you wouldn't need a teacher. Just by you happen to have a teacher should let you know you've been taught wrong. Because I'm here to teach you what you shouldn't have to be taught if it's inside of you, but it got to be released from somebody like the ministers. I thought that was their job myself to help bring it out. But let me answer that question in another way. If the world was the right environment, you wouldn't need a teacher. All right. So I say, since as we say in the book, keeping it simple so everybody know, when Adam and Eve were cast out the garden, that was the right environment. That's why we need a teacher. I'm asking the question in another way. If we would have stayed in the garden, we wouldn't need a teacher. See what I'm saying? But since we were cast out into this sinful world, we need a teacher to bring you back with the right mindset to get you tapped into the right source. I hope that makes sense to you. I'm very, very serious, aka dead serious. Hey, yes. All right, let's keep going. Your identity, it was hijacked from birth. That's why you need to be taught. Okay, now let's keep going. Since you was hijacked from day one when you was then they put you in the school system. Now you was only created to do basically create value for the rest of your life. You're gonna create value some kind of way. When you was born, you're gonna create value for the rest of your life. So as you was growing up, they put you in a school system to educate you to create your value in a company. Sent you to school, sent you to college to get educated, to learn how to go work for a corporation, to create value for that company. Now, this where your mind got hijacked. You seen your mama do it, you seen your daddy do it, your uncle, your nephew, your friends, you see it on television, just the world teaching you to go to school, get an education, and everybody doing it. Your mind hijacked. Now, here today is where things get great. After when they started, I want to say Rockefeller, the one invested into the school system. And up to this time, to this very second, you've been hijacked up to this time. And now we're talking about identity. That's why you always be stressed out. That's why you create value at this job. That's why you can be let go and create value over here because you wasn't getting it from the right source. And that's what we're going to talk about after we get the identity straight. But when you get your value from here, you ain't got to keep repeating it over and over. How many of you not had more than one job? Talk to me. How many of you had more than one job or you got a job and you got to hustle? That'll let you know you in the wrong environment too. Because once you create value from here, it only just grow with time. Once you release it and put your value out in the marketplace, you good. You good. What's something I can say that Black can't think? Man, we ain't on here trying to judge nobody. We here to help people better themselves. And if you can't listen, man, you can find another place because we trying to do what's right over here. Because you not been jacked up too long. Just the way you thinking right there, my brother, is just different. But anyway, identity. We're gonna give you 2 days on identity. Today and at least tomorrow. And y'all let me know you ready. And I'm gonna ask you tomorrow if you ready for me to move on. And I need to get more people in here like the live, share the live, because by the end of this year, let's get 1 million people in this environment where we're making an impact, where everybody is working on their unique identity, their unique source, their unique purpose, knowing their true potential, and working to have destiny here on earth. Okay. So now your identity now. You know a job is haven't got you where you want to go. Everybody been doing it. You've been taught, and it just not got you. You disappointed. I know I was, even though I had my own business. It was just me doing me. I wasn't making the impact that I'm making right now. That's the power when you know you're in your purpose. Me, I had more than one job, then I discovered I needed to be my own boss. That's a good, but see, once you're your own boss, I was entrepreneur too. You definitely got more control of your time. But when you got your own business, the buck start with you. If you don't get up in the morning, you ain't making no money. But if you go to a job, you stay there long enough, you get leave time, stuff like that. But if you don't grow your business where you got employees, where you can walk away, you always in the game. And I was there, but I didn't try to build. I ain't gonna say that. I tried to build my business one time, and me dealing with people, that didn't work. I just do me. But even when you do you, when you down 100% of your business down, and when you got your own business, you got to do your own insurance. You got a lot of more headaches, but you have a little bit more freedom. That's the greatness about basically owning your own business. But let's keep going. When you understand that you not had a job, you not had 2 jobs, and you still not fulfilled here, that lets you know you're not in the wrong environment. I'm sorry. That lets you know you're not tapped into your source. You're not tapped into your true identity. But like I say, if you don't know, you don't know. Because a lot of you get your what? Your identity from your job. I'm a this, I'm a that. You get your meaning from your job. You see what I'm saying? That's where your identity was in the world. That's why you so unhappy because you see everybody else doing this. And let me tell you this, I hated a job. I hated a job. It took my mom away. Not physically, but it took my mom away from me as a child. I hated a job. My dad clocked in at 8 o'clock in the morning and he had his own business. My mom had to clock in at 7. She had to get up at 4 o'clock every day to get 5 kids ready to go to school, to go off to a daycare center. I hated the job because it took my mom away from me. So I'm glad robotics taking jobs right now. Let's keep going. After all the years, I don't care how old you are right now. If you not had a job, only reason you there because you getting paid. If they stop paying you, you just about leave that job. Now you are blessed. Right now, you ought to be saying, thank you, Heavenly Father. Even though I don't know, even though I didn't see it coming, I'm free now. See, even now, sport, even now, if I wasn't teaching you this right now, if you be honest with yourself right now, if I wouldn't be telling you this, you'll still go out and try to find or create some kind of value out in this sinful world because that's all you know. But I'm teaching you how to get value from your source. But first thing got to happen, and it not happen. How can I say it? Since Rockefeller started the school system, that system is over. It's over. AI is taking that system away. Robotics is taking jobs away. We can agree on that. Put a one in the chat so we can understand each other. I don't want you to go back to doing what you know don't work. So put a one in the chat if you understand me what I'm saying. AI taking jobs, robotics taking jobs. So where do that leave you? If you get your identity from a job, where do that leave you? When you get your meaning from a job, where that lead you? Where does that leave you? Y'all gotta talk to me because I can't get you where I know you need to be if you don't talk to me now. But we're gonna do this until you get it. We're gonna do these 5 things until you get it. And if you don't get this freedom one, your identity one, we can't move on. We can't move on. We cannot move on. I'm here to teach something I'm here to teach you, so ain't no mega church teaching you this. You can't get this at no major university. You getting this, you can't get this nowhere else on the planet, in my opinion. So talk to me. You getting this for free, so talk to me. Nowhere. There you go. I don't get my identity from a job. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. So if I met you on the street, you say you don't get your identity from a job, right? Watch this. Most people do. I can't speak for everybody. You may be special. But if I met you on your job, if I met you on the street and I said, my name Crawford, Robert Crawford, and I ask you, what do you do? The first thing most folks gonna say, you can answer the question if you want to. If I met you in the street, Mar, if I met you in the street and I ask you, what do you do? What the first thing you gonna tell me? The first thing you basically gonna tell me, you can answer the question. You're gonna say, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm in logistics, I'm a fireman, I'm a doctor, I'm a paralegal, I'm in the nursing field. Is that true or not? Somebody let me know if that's true or not. Just put true in the comment if that's true. Y'all gotta talk to me now because, like I said, this is a learning experience for y'all. Isn't that true? Most folks, if you meet them in the street, you will say this. Okay, that's all I'm asking you. Let's be honest with each other so we on the same page. Okay, now, so if that's true, now as of today, AI taking your job, robot is taking your job. So if that's true, where you gonna get your identity now? You lost. Elon Musk said in so many words himself, I'm someone who like creating things. Okay, so you more like an entrepreneur stuff and trying to grow into a better version. Okay. So you created. Okay, let's look at that for a minute. And I ask you this. Your creativity, is that a hobby or is that feeding your family? Because a job feeds your family. A job keep a roof over your head. Is this just something you like to do? But let's stay on point though. You can have a job and like creating stuff. But let's stay on point. Since you identify with a job and AI is taking jobs, robotics is taking jobs. Like I said, Elon Musk said in so many words, his biggest problem is he don't know what to do with the humans because they get their meanings from a job. And you said it's true. They get their identity from a job. So what they trying to do, you're in the right place here. Talk to her daily. Talk to her, Smoke. Now they trying to get you that virtual world. They don't know what to do with you. Cause AI gonna make things cheaper, but you got to do something. They gotta keep you busy or you gonna go crazy. So they gonna get you the virtual world thing. They're gonna give you universal income while robotics make them more money. That's the worldly way. Now we getting ready to come into the now we getting ready to come into the right environment. Now we can start moving on when you understand this. And I'm gonna talk about this tomorrow. Then you let me understand. Then we can go into source. But I'm letting you know if you understand, if you don't take nothing else away from this morning on the daily dose, listen to this. You was getting your identity from a job. You was getting your meaning from a job. And AI now come and took that away. What that mean? Mine is free now. What that mean? You can be honest with yourself now. Meaning you was underpaid on your job. The only reason why you going to your job is because they paying you. You stressed out on your job and you ain't know any other way. You wasn't taught any other way to create a lifestyle for yourself outside of a job. That's why you was identifying with a job. That's why you was getting your meaning from a job. Be on the DL. So now AI, thank you, Heavenly Father, for AI and robotics at this time. Now you free identity wise. Now you free identity wise. You can be honest with yourself now. Since you here, since you here on the daily dose, now you can seek out your true purpose in life because you know better. You don't, but we not gonna go there. And y'all must be talking amongst each other. Now you free mentally. Hope you get this. Like I say, if you don't get nothing else today on the daily dose, get this. You free mentally to be honest with yourself, to seek out what really matters to you now. Cause you in the right environment to get taught something differently. But most of you all gonna jump right out of the pot, out of the job market, and you're gonna jump right into the fire, creating value, continually creating value outside yourself. Like in the marketplace now, like TikTok, Facebook, y'all creating value there. And when you create value there, you're jumping right out of the pot into the fire. Meaning, you know, when you create value on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, they can take it away. Cause most of y'all do what? Create a second page just in case. You're still in the wrong environment, no matter how you look at it until now. And I'm going to show you how to create value, how to create income from the right environment, from the right source if you hang around. But now I hope you're learning something. Now you can see yourself for who you are. Now you can start searching for that true value within inside of yourself. Now you can start being honest with yourself and seek out what really matters to you, what's really important to you. And we teach you this over here, and I'm gonna give you this for free. When you come over here to MMF, when you come over here on the app, and I do this 3-step process. It calls the MMF. It helped you find your purpose in life. That's what my book name is, The Road to Your True Purpose in Life. But let me give you these 3 things. Once you understand, now you free. Now we want to help you create value that means something to you. Now, let me ask you this. While you creating things, are you creating things that make the world a better place? Because it'll give it value. Are you creating something that make your blood boil, that can make the world a better place? That, like something in the world that make your blood boil. Are you creating value around that? Or are you doing something you love to do? You may be doing that can make the world a better place. But if you just making gadgets and this, it fulfill you, but you missing out the big picture. So you still won't be fulfilled in here. So, but If you do this from a spiritual perspective, if you find something in the world that make you mad, since you can be honest with yourself, you got your identity back. We teach you this over here at Edify to Unify. We teach you to find something that make you mad in the world. We teach you to find something that the world do not have that you need that'll make the world a better place. And then find something you love to do. Like I said, she like to create things. It may be something she love to do that she can do for free, but does it make the world a better place? Because anything else is just a hobby. And when you do something that make the world a better place, it'll never lose its value. That's the power of creating something from your source. I can't wait till we get to the source, but we own your identity. When we get off today, you ought to know how valuable you are now. You got the potential to focus on what really matters to you and the world because you have a purpose. Everybody have a purpose. Right now, creating future honesty, learning new skills, building ideas. If you building ideas, focus on these 3 things I gave you and come on and I can show you. Once we get into your source, it will give you ideas that can change the world. It will give you ideas that can make the world a better place. And when you focus on that, my goodness, you got something of value that can't nobody take away. You got something of value that the world needs. Pow. Let's keep going. I appreciate that. Let's keep going. This what I love. Now we getting somewhere. See, now you learning something from your source that ain't nobody teaching you, not even your preacher. Let's keep going. Now you got your identity back from AI and robotics. That was a blessing. It's a blessing when you know how to use it and you getting taught how to use your mind. You got your identity back, which was hijacked by a job that you didn't know. But now you know. Like the lie, share the lie. This is absolutely amazing. This is what the world should be. We're gonna get there. We're gonna make the world a better place. Like the young lady said, if we have it in us, why we need to be taught. Let's get the world there so everybody be tapped in to themselves so we don't have to be taught. You can get back to the world, the right environment. That's what we're getting you to. Come, because the more you come, the faster we can get here. Let me say it again. If we can get 1 million people in this environment before the year out, the faster we can get the right environment all over this sinful place. My goodness. Yeah, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Your identity, you finally got it back from being hijacked from a job in robotics. Now you being honest with yourself to seek out your true purpose in life, something that matters to you, something that can make the world a better place. And can't nobody take that away from you. That's power. That's your purpose. That's your value that you put out in the world from your source. Hey, we getting somewhere today. We're going to talk about source when you're ready. But let's keep going. Focus on these 3 things I just said today. And you can come back tomorrow. What time is it? All right. All right. All right. Come back tomorrow. If you have any questions, shoot them to me right now, my people. If not, let me shoot you this and let you know I appreciate y'all. You can get my book for more than half price if you follow me today. This is my book, my latest value. It have a 5-step process to help you get on your purpose within 48 hours. If you follow me today, I give it to you for $19.89. I send you the link. The retail price is $34.97. We'll be back here tomorrow. Okay, they are not their source or who you are. Say that again. See, my preacher teach me my identity comes from God. True, that's your source. But who teaching you how to tap into your source? A teacher can point you in the right direction, but they are not their source of who you are. That's true. But like I said, everything you need is within inside of you, but there's nobody teaching you how to get on the road to finding your purpose. There's nobody teaching you how to create value from within your purpose that the world can't take away. Your preacher man, they may preach it to you, but they don't have no step by step how to bring it out of you. Hope that answers your question. Because you see, your preacher, if they really wanted the best for you. In 48 hours with me, you probably been at your church 2 years, 5 months, 5 years, or 20 years. You mostly go to your church looking for a miracle, but you come here for 48 hours after reading this book, you will start creating value from your source that can't be taken away. You'll get on the road to identifying your purpose within 48 hours. You'll start having a relationship with the God in you within 48 hours of reading this book. And you've been going to your church for how long, and you still getting your value outside of yourself. As long as we've been talking about identity. As long as you get your identity outside of yourself, you'll never be happy. You'll never be fulfilled. I don't go to church. Okay. Looking for a miracle. I got to grow. Okay. Learn and get closer to God. Hang around here. Smoke already told you to stay here. You stay at the daily dose, you'll get closer to the God in you. That's what this all about. You were never taught this. That's what I'm saying is you ready to get taught about kingdom living with a purpose? Are you ready to get taught the truth on why you was here, why you was created, what your purpose in life, how to get it out in the marketplace with value that create that income that will give you the lifestyle that you deserve? Because if you don't create that lifestyle, you're going to always be stressed out, worried because you're getting your identity outside of yourself. Can't wait. Can't wait until tomorrow. Can't wait until tomorrow. So are you saying we are God? Yes, you can create whatever you believe here and you tap into here. You are God. Hang around and watch my smoke. Watch us change the world from a God perspective. Yes, yes, I'm saying that. The question is, do you believe it? You are God's here on earth. Can't nothing be manifested here on earth unless it go through you. This book was manifested by somebody. The words in it were me, and it come from here. So anything you can believe. Y'all read that book, Think and Grow Rich, right? Did you read the book, Think and Grow Rich? What it's all in your mind and what you believe within inside yourself. It's that simple when you know, when you know. But see, when your mind is hijacked, you don't believe that. They don't teach you that because you was hijacked since you was born. Power. It's power when you know who you are, my people. But if you want to get the book, follow me, and you can get it for $19.89. Yeah, the Bible say God, the creator, made us, and there you go, in his image, here on earth. See, you a God here so powerful, the God of the universe stepped away. That's why you got the ability to choose. Don't nothing come from the heaven above on earth unless you speak it, unless you believe it, because you are the God and the creator of everything here on earth. Every single thing here on this planet, a human believed it to the point where they manifested. Everything. And don't tell me that ain't no God that can manifest everything here on this planet. Think about it. This your daily dose. My name Crawford. I'm here to teach you, if you're ready to be taught, kingdom living with a purpose. Tomorrow we're gonna talk about identity a little more. Shadow Live, talk to your friends, like the channel, follow me. This is our time to create history. This is our time to put our blinders on. This is our time to get passionate about us being us and getting in the game of life. Are you calling Jesus the creator? You can call him whatever you need. He's the King of Kings, Lord of Lords. I call him Yahweh if you want to give him a name. I ain't crazy about Jesus, that book. Don't get me started. Jesus was put in the Bible for you to somewhat understand. Jesus was a creator through the creator himself. He had his purpose just like you had yours from a Bible perspective, if you understand what I'm saying. His purpose was to bring the Holy Spirit back into the world, to give you the ability to choose, and bring the new laws again so we can follow. That was your Jesus here on earth purpose. He had a purpose. That's all I can say about that Jesus in that book, because we were cast out of the right environment. I hope that makes sense to you. But we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow, you could take this and throw it away. Come back tomorrow. Let's talk a little bit more about your identity, because you got questions. I'm here. All right. If you want to come out to the Zoom to have a longer time, I get that link. You follow me, I give you that link to the masterclass. It's free too. Just come Saturday from 6. It start at 6 in the afternoon on Saturday, and we can really get into this. The creator existed before the Bible. Of course, that's what I'm saying. Jesus came to bring his purpose. Just trying to understand your thought process. Okay, let's stay on Jesus. It's shade on religion. Love. Let's stay on Jesus for a minute. When Jesus came to earth, he had two purpose. He had a purpose to give us the Holy Spirit so we can have the ability, like I'm teaching you, to get back or to have destiny. Okay. And he brought the law back to us here on earth. That's what Jesus' purpose of coming here. All right. But yeah, the creator, he is just everything. He's all creation. But you gods here on earth. Okay? No shade. I'm not religious. Okay, great. I'm not religious either. I respect what you believe. I'm not religious either. I'm a very spiritual person because I know somebody had to create me. And I know another human cannot create me, and something had to be greater than me to create everything around me, from the sea to the birds to the air. And I know my creator want the best for me. That's why I'm a God. He made me a God here on this earth. And it only can be one God on earth. I mean, one king in a word. But you are gods here. You are God within yourself. If you got any more questions, shoot them to me. I see y'all back here tomorrow on the Daily Dose. I'm gonna hang around here on TikTok or Facebook. I'm gonna have to stay. I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay. Keep going. Keep going. If you gotta go, Smoke used to pull out of here. He gotta go make the donut sometime. But I'm gonna keep it rolling. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Cause this is too serious not to take serious. Cause we only got 4 years to get the foundation laid, to get an understanding, so you can be making headway with your purpose in life, creating value from your purpose in life, creating value from your source. So let me know, put a 1 in the chat if you understand your identity and you free now. If you understand that, put a 1 in the chat for me. Cause I need to know. I need to know if you getting how free you are to be honest with yourself now, to find your true purpose and seek out your true value now. Lady Like Church, creating thing doesn't make us God. Yeah. Think about it. Think about it. If you creating something from your source, now if you creating something out here, that's the different environment. That's why you're not fulfilled if you creating something out in the sinful world. But when you create it here, and let me be honest with you, it's in the book. Just to show you, I created my business from the ground up, and I'm making over 6 figures, but I do it thinking about me. I was in the world. I was just doing me. I can go, I could buy what I want to buy. I could do what I basically could do. Wouldn't bother nobody. I'm just doing me. I'm loving me. But yes, I created something of value, but it was in the wrong environment. Now, what I'm creating now, this book right here, I don't have my business no more. You can read, it's in the book. My story is in the book. I gave over 6-figure business that I built from the ground up to do this. Now, let me tell you the difference, and then I answer your question. Now I'm creating value from my source. I not created 9 different values from my source. It ain't coming from the world no more, like my job, my business did, like you get at your job or like you creating something. You know who you are. You know why you creating what you creating. Let me say this right quick and then I answer your question. Now, since I do not have my business in the world, I created over a year and a half, and I created 9 things of value, different values. They all focus on one thing. All 9 of them focus on one thing, and that's my purpose in life. And my purpose in life is to get you on the road to your purpose in life. That's my only purpose. So everything I create for the rest of my life, it gonna always come back to my purpose. That's the power of you knowing who you are. That's the power of you tapped into the right environment. That's the difference between you creating something in a sinful place and you creating something from the right environment, from your source. Yes, the Bible speaks about individual 7 virtues, streams of income. Okay. You saying conservative? No. Sport reflect certain qualities like love, creativity, reasoning, and morality. No one is. That's true. Everybody not sin because you was born in a sinful place. The state of blessed is your religion. Okay, that's okay. Do we understand your identity? We ain't gonna go no farther until you understand how powerful it is for you to be honest with yourself, to seek out the truth, to seek out your true purpose and value from within. Because long as you create value outside of yourself, you will never ever be fulfilled with that. That's the power of knowing who you are from the inside. I'm a human being having a spiritual. Okay, let's take that. That's a good analogy. You human, but if you spiritual, it should be coming from here. Everything you create should come from here if you tapped into your spirituality, if you tapped into your source, if you tapped into your true potential, if you tapped into where you know you can have destiny here on earth, you tapped in. But if you trying to have a spiritual experience outside in this spiritual world, you're gonna be upset, you're gonna be disappointed because this world is not designed for you to be successful from a spiritual perspective. That's power within itself. That's the difference between you making $1 million a day in the wrong environment versus making $1 million a day within the right environment. Your whole mindset is different. That's why people, let's take this example for it. Having a human experience. Okay, I don't feel that if your life that may be true. What you mean in my life, in your life? If you don't receive it, what you mean? Who is that? Little light church girl? What you mean? Okay, I don't receive it. What you mean by that? Religion changed my mind. Spiritual is freedom. We on the same page. I'm not a religious person either. Spirituality would change your mind, but I want you to take your spirituality and create everything that you create spiritually. Let it come from your source, not your source out here. That's what I'm saying. I want you to like I said, the 9 values that I created come from here. That is not have anything to do with the world that we live in. And everything, the 9 values that I created, count this book, count this daily dose, is geared to my purpose. That's my source. And we're going to talk about the source after we get through you understanding your identity. What do you mean, not your source outside? Okay, when you, how can I say this? You're going to get your source from 2 places, right? You was born in a sinful world, and you get your source outside of yourself from the television, from YouTube, TikTok, the media, school system, the television, your peers, your mom, anything outside of yourself. That's your source outside of yourself. Even if you create something outside of yourself, you ain't going to get the benefit if you created something from within. It's 2 different places. I hope that answers your question. Does not credibility, credible source. Those are not credible sources. What you mean? The world? Of course, I agree with that. Anything in the world is not credible, but that's the environment you grew up in. That's what you got to understand. If I wasn't here teaching you this, you'll continue getting your value outside of yourself because that's all you've been taught. That's the difference. You call Jesus the source. No, no, I didn't. Is the creator of earth and human the source? Let me say it like this. Jesus ain't no source. Jesus come on this earth for 2 reasons. Jesus, that's in the Bible. He came here for 2 reasons, which was his purpose. His purpose was to bring the Holy Spirit to give us the opportunity to have destiny here on earth again. And he came here to give us the law that we can follow him without him being here, and he given us the ability to serve him from our spirit again. That's the only reason Jesus is just a man that had a purpose just like you. just like me. That's it. That's all Jesus had when he was here on earth. How the world. Maybe I'm a little different than I want to understand you. Maybe I'm a little different than y'all. The world don't change me. I change the world. Okay, let's look at that. What are you creating to change the world? Now, if you creating something that changed the world, I hope it comes from your source. Now, let's take Tiger Woods for an example. This guy grew up in a golf ball, was taught by his father. We can say he had a gift, he had a talent, made a lot of money. He probably changed the world of golf, but his mind wasn't in a spiritual place. People paid money to go see him, but he wasn't getting his talent didn't come from his source because his mind wasn't right. His identity was worldly. That's why he made the decisions he made. When you hear spiritually, you won't make a lot of decisions that you make in the world powerful when you know your true identity. See, because long as you in the world, you can make a lot of money. Long as you in the world, you can get a lot of accolades. But where's your true identity come from? Where you getting your true source from? Outside. I'm creating a better version of myself and ideas that can impact people. Even small things can. That's true. So let me ask you this. Name one thing that you create that can make the world a better place. Name one thing, like I got nine. You name one thing that you doing that making the world a better place. And then I'm gonna ask you a question. Like I said, the talent is good, but his mind, his identity, he'll never find it's a difference between when you in the wrong environment and you tap into your gifts. It come easy to you. You tap into your talent, it come easy to you. But when you tap into your purpose, like the lady said, when you tap into your purpose, it make the world a better place and can't nobody take it away from you. That's the difference. And then your mind is in a different place. Prime example, anybody, take any actor in the world. Y'all, this right here get you. Y'all know Beyonce and Jay-Z, right? Y'all probably seen this article. They tipped over $600,000 to this where they went to eat. They made a tip over $600,000. Now, if they was not worldly, if they wasn't getting their identity from the world, you is in the world, but you think something crazy about that. That don't make too much sense. Spiritually, if you're gonna tip over $600,000, that's a worldly mentality, whether you like it or not. That's somebody think they're God. They made their money, they use their talent and their gift, and they can spend the money however they want. It's an identity problem. And like I always say, it's a source problem. You can create value all day in a sinful world. You can get a lot of accolades all day in a sinful world. But what is your true identity? Where you getting it from? Where you getting your true source from? And like I said, you can only get your source from two places, period. Worldly is just what it is. Spiritually is just what it is. Your thought process will be different in each one of them. Your thought process, the way you carry yourself, the way you handle yourself, it'll be two different things also. So that's the difference. That's the difference. I'm not saying that it's not a blessing. I'm not saying that it don't bless or help somebody. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying, that value will impact the world, not just one person or one individual. That's what I'm saying. Because when you in your purpose, when you in your true identity, when you know your true identity, when you know your true source, what you do is geared to make the whole world a better place. It's not for me to get accolades as an individual. No, no, no. It's not for me to show that I got all this money or all this knowledge or whatever. It's God purpose that's within you. It's a unique purpose for a reason. See, my purpose has a reason to make this world a better place. It's not about me at all. Soon as I take my income or my value and do something that make me look good or something, I'm not where I know I should be. Because when you hear, this is the best example. When you on your road to your purpose, when you doing what you know is right, And these 9 values that I do, they geared for one thing only. One thing only. And your purpose will be the same way. Whatever that may be, whatever you do will come back to focusing on your true purpose in life. Now, some of y'all gonna do great things, but is it gonna come from your purpose or just gonna come from your source outside of yourself? Okay, this make my brain hurt. Who putting thoughts into a reason another human feel large? Let me say it like this, I don't know if you're a sister. When you know your purpose in life, and like I say, I can only talk about me. When I gave up my business that's in this book and I start creating value from my purpose, everything I created from this point on is designed to help you get into a specific place in your life so you can find your purpose to do what you was created to do. So I say this to you. If you creating something of value and you make $1 million a day and you in your purpose, whatever you doing, whatever you create, it will lead to your purpose. Like no matter what kind of value I create now, it will come back to me helping you identify your purpose in life. And everybody has a purpose. Now, if you're an artist and you make it, see, I can't speak on an artist because I'm not an artist. But what I do know is when you in your purpose, you have a reason for creating that kind of income or that kind of lifestyle to impact the world, to make the world a better place. It's not about me getting accolades. It's not about me making a lot of money. It's your thought process. It's your identity. It's where you getting your identity from. We ain't got to source yet. When you get once we talk about source, that'll make more sense. When we talk about source, it'll put it all together. Okay, you a sister. I appreciate you. I see lady. I see lady like. When we get the source, it'll make more sense to you because when you tap into your source, you create value from your purpose. And it's different between in the world and like I said, Tiger Woods making a lot of money and he made decisions he made. And all I'm saying the same thing about them. They in the world in their talent and doing their gift, but they making decision from a worldly standpoint. I hope that makes sense to you. That's all what I'm saying. We all think we creating the truth. A lot of us do. You are an artist. I'm just a yeah. This is my first book. But if you like the live, I can give you the book for more than half price for 1989. If you follow me today, you can get the book. And I also send you the link to the master class so we can be on Zoom and really get to the bottom of this. Because my goal is, since I'm in my purpose, is to help you get into your purpose. So once we unite as purpose and creating value to make the world a better place, then you will see the uniqueness of your purpose. You will see the uniqueness of my purpose, which I said the uniqueness is my purpose is I not create 9 different values that take you right back to my purpose. That's the power of when you know your purpose in life. That's the power when you know your purpose in life. That's the power when you know you are that unique. Like when I said at the beginning, everybody have a purpose and everybody's purpose is different. So if my purpose is to get you on the road to your purpose, so everything I not created up to this point get you on the road. It don't deviate. It come right back to the purpose. I hope that makes sense because now you understand. Once you understand your true identity, now you can get on the road to seeking out the truth. Now you can get on the road to seeking out the truth. Church girl. Hey, I like this. I like this. We learning. And long as you engage, it'll make more sense to you. When you engage, it make more sense to you. You're juggling them. What you mean you're juggling them? They probably walked had 60 homeless people that day, but gave 60,000 to one person. Like I say, it's definitely you're not you either in your purpose or you worldly. A purpose is don't deviate. You see what I'm saying? When you create value, you don't deviate. You have a unique purpose to manifest here on earth. And if you in that purpose, everything you do will come back to your original purpose, whatever you create. And if you're not creating that in the right environment, you do create. How many times have you seen actors or sports people that make a lot of money? You see them buying 3 houses worth $10 million or got so many cars they can't drive. Why is that? Why is that? They're not in their purpose. They don't know what to do with the resources that they have. When you in your purpose, you know what to do with your resources that you create because your mind is different. You're not creating that value in this sinful world. You're creating it from your purpose. And that's why a lot of people can't do what you think they should do in the world. They not been bought out, they not sold they sold, they not done whatever they did to get to where they was going, even though they had the talent to do it from a spiritual level. Okay, okay. Jesus, the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but through him. True. That's what I'm talking about. Jesus came here to give you the Holy Spirit. That's how you get to God through the Holy Spirit from Jesus. That was one of his purposes. Ha ha ha. They just didn't remember how it. Okay, we still talking about your identity. See, cause you see what I'm talking about here is your thought process, is you being honest with yourself. When you create income or value in the world with your worldly source, you do things like that. But when you create value from your purpose, it will always lead back to your purpose. You do things because you in your purpose and your mind is different because you're getting your source from a different environment. Wow. Like the live, share the live. If you want to get the book for more than half price, follow me today on this live. Okay, let's keep going. Now you understand the difference between your identity in the world, between your identity and being honest with yourself, seeking out your purpose in life, seeking out getting on the road to your purpose. And once you start creating value from here, your source, which we're gonna talk about in the next day or so. So who who put a one in the chat if you know the difference between your identity from the world and your identity from your source. If you know the difference, put a one in the chat. If you don't know the difference, put a two in the chat. If you know the difference between your identity in the world, between the identity from your source, put a one in the chat. I just need to know where we at. If you don't know the difference between the two, put a two in the chat because you got to understand this before we can go any further. You got to understand your identity before we can go any further. Okay, so you telling me you understand. Okay, you telling me you understand. Let me see what face you telling me you understand. So we can go on to source. So you telling me you're on because you born in a sinful world. You're gonna get your source outside yourself and let you been taught. And that's where you getting the teaching that today. Cause ain't nobody else teaching you this. Not in no mega church, not in no major university, not outside anywhere. You getting taught from here where you can start creating something of value that cannot be taken away because you getting it from the right place. You getting it from your source. All right. All right. So you understand that. So now what we're gonna do, ask me any questions about identity. Ask me any questions about identity, whether it coming from the worldly side or it's coming from your source. It's two different ones. But if you have any questions, any concerns, any questions, this is the time. If you have any questions about your identity and why you jacked up in the mind right now, because it's not how much money you make, it's not how much accolades you create. It's your identity, your thought process on what you create and where you create it from. Okay, everybody sitting there listening. If you're ready to go on to your identity, this is what we're gonna do. If you're ready to go on to your source, we'll do that tomorrow. And the source is powerful because once you understand your source, once you tapped into here, it even get a lot more easier. Then you can start seeing. You'll start getting a vision once you know your source. Once you know identify how you see things from your identity, and then how you reveal things, how you your vision, how you get your purpose, how you get your value to put out in the marketplace, that's your source. Once you get that and you get in the room, you got that relationship, it's power. Now you gonna move. Now you will start moving with your head up because now you really getting close to your purpose in life. And once you get to your purpose in life, now you'll be able to stand up and say you're willing to die for what you're doing. I'm getting ahead of myself, but you ought to look forward to this. Once you understand your identity, we got some ones here that they understand. Then once you understand your source, the difference between your source here inside and your source outside. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Once you understand those two things, then once you get that purpose, everything you create will come back to your purpose. Everything you think about will come back to your purpose. Then you'll impact the world. You can impact the world like nobody else because that's God within you. And if you get any value from this right here today, if you get any value from this today, I see someone meaning that you understand what I'm saying. We're gonna talk about source tomorrow. Get everybody you know here, because it's time to create history. Identity first. We got that understanding. It's two different identities. We talked about how you got it. Then we're gonna talk about your source tomorrow. You can only play this game two ways: worldly or kingdom living with a purpose. Everything that you create gonna gonna come from your source in the world, or it gonna come from your source within inside of you. Kingdom living with a purpose. So now you can be honest with yourself. Now you got your mind back from being hijacked in the world. Now you can start focusing on your source from a spiritual kingdom living perspective. But when you get on the road, oh my goodness. Oh, that's gonna be the fun part when we get on the road. When everybody get on the road to their purpose in life, they understand their true identity and they tap into their source. My goodness. Out the world finna be a better place. I'm not sure how many pages it is. A powerful book. However, it's a small book. It's less than 100 pages. This book is less than 100 pages, but this book is more powerful than any book. To me, this more powerful than the Bible. Honestly, this book right here is more powerful than the Bible to me. And the reason why I can say this, there's nobody on the planet that I know that teaches you how to get in on the road to your purpose that a seventh grader can understand. And you can start creating value from your source within 48. The Bible is a good constitution to give you guidance, but it don't teach. There's a difference between teaching. This book will teach you how to create value that no church can teach you, no school system can teach you, not even the Bible can teach you. Because this book comes at you from a spiritual perspective, from your identity perspective, and get you on the road to your unique purpose in life. Now, the Bible, you got to understand, you got to translate, you got to do this. No, 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 not here. It's a simple read because your mind was hijacked in the world. It's a simple read because you were getting your source outside of yourself. It's a simple read when you get on the road to your purpose from within. Simple read, but it's absolutely powerful. It was hard for me to put a price on it. It was hard for me to put a price on my book because the world haven't been taught this. Like I said before, I thought the church should have been teaching this, but they worldly too. They worldly too. That's how powerful the book is. Let's get it because I like to keep things simple, as simple as that, so you can implement them, move on, make the impact you need, and grow from within. And you'll only grow as you create value from within because you will start getting more ideas from your source and help more people get to their purpose or whatever your purpose is in life. Because I can only talk about my purpose. I can only talk about me. I need your purpose to get me to the next level. I need your purpose to get me value. That's when you hear the The Bible say when we come as one. When these purposes, when your purpose hook up with mine, let's say it like this. I may be the mouth to get you on the road to your purpose, right? But once you find your purpose, you may be the eyes. I need eyes. I may be the mouth, but I need some ears. I may be the mouth, but I need some hands. I may be the mouth, but I need some feet. But once we unite as one, we are powerful than we could ever be by ourselves. That's how we can move mountains. That's how we can make the world a better place. That's how we can do things that can't be done by ourselves. No matter how many people I help get on the road to their purpose, if we don't unite, if we don't come together, if we don't create a system that can make the world a better place, we not doing what we was created to do. That's why when you the world, it's all about me, my I. That's why I was saying $600,000 as a tip. That's worldly. If it was spiritually, it'll make the world a better place. Yeah, hope you understand what I'm saying. I can stay here all day. I love this. We had a great time. If you got any questions, shoot them to me. Facebook, YouTube, 'cause you don't know what you don't know. You don't. And the world don't want you to know. The world don't want you to know you can get your identity back and it from being hijacked. The world don't want you to get that. Cause now, like I said, you can seek out the truth. Now you can find your true purpose in life. That's what we teaching here. That's what we teaching here in this time. Who ready? Find their purpose in life. Who ready to create value from their source, from their purpose in life, so they can make the world a better place? Can anybody tell me anybody out there in the world that's truly making an impact in the world to make the world a better place? Not even Bill Gates. He made my blood boil. He blocking out the sun, causing chaos in nature and me, the plant. Ain't nobody talking about it. Ain't nobody doing nothing about it to the point where it can affect the world. That lets you know it's a there's a big difference between creating value from your source and creating value and having power in the world. You do things very selfishly, period. I promise you, when you know your purpose in life, promise you, when you create value from your source and your purpose in life, you give him the glory and you continue making the world a better place. When I get through with y'all and you all get on y'all purpose, you all gonna make this world a better place. Because now you can stand for something. Now you understand why you was created and put here for your purpose. And once you start creating value from your purpose in life, now we can get excited. Now you can stand up and say, "This is where I'm at right now. This is where I'm at right now. This is what I'm at right now. This is where I'm at right now. What I'm at in my purpose right now, value, and I can stand up and say right here today, I don't expect y'all to do this right now because y'all ain't there yet. I'm asking a question. How are you willing to die for what you're doing right now, for your purpose in life or for what you creating income with or how you create value in your life? How many of you are willing to die for what you do? I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. Wait. That's the power when you know your true purpose in life. That's the power you have when you tap into your source. That's the power you have when you on the road to your purpose and you creating value that can make the world a better place. You know who you are. You know what you stand for. You don't need no government dictating to you. You don't need nobody governing you like a president because you know you are the God in you here on earth. You are here to create value through your purpose in life. How many of you and say you willing to die for what you're doing right? You got to go sit somewhere else and really understand about it. It's like a shot, right? Once you read this, it hit the spot. There's no ifs, there's no ands, there's no buts. This book gets you on the road to your true purpose in life. There's no wondering, ain't no what ifs. If you do the 48-hour 5 steps in this book, it will guide you for finding your purpose in life. We don't have time for you to understand the Bible. It was written by men. But if you tap into your source, my purpose is to help you get on the road to your purpose. So whatever I do is designed for my purpose. And when you read this book, in other words, you get on the road to your purpose within 48 hours and you start creating value, dang, this book brings us together so much quickly. It give you understanding so much quickly than the Bible does. You can act on it. Big difference. Big difference. I hope that makes sense to you. That's why I can put it up there with the Bible. Because we as spiritual people, we got 4 years. Count this year to get the foundation laid so we can get in the game of life, so we can get nature back in order, so we can get the universe back in order, so we can get the God in us back in the game of life. The great thing about it, this is the time. 400 years is up. The gig is up. Let me tell you why this is the time. Number one, we got the green light from the UN. Now, admitted over 120 countries admitted that slavery was just barbaric. We got the green light. So we got the right to push forward for what we believe in. Why now? The UN I had over 400 years to do something about this, but why now? And then we've been talking about your identity today. Why now you got the opportunity to get your mind back from being hijacked? And that was the one thing that was keeping us from being united. Am I right? Our mind was keeping us from uniting. Us mirror, us melanin people, us spiritual people, and the original people. We couldn't come together because our mind. Now AI is giving our mind back to be honest with ourselves. Why now? I want you to think about this as you go through your day. The world is in turmoil right now. We ain't got nothing to do with it. We ain't in this fight. We ain't in the game, right? We ain't in the game yet. But why have Edify to Unify not given us a roadmap to get in the game of life? Why now? Why this simple book can do what the world need to be done like that? Why now? Why now? The world need us. They ain't gonna come out and tell us, in my opinion. The world need us to get in the game of life. They not beat us down, held it down for so long, and now they not created the robotics and AI that they think gonna take over the world. They need our wisdom. They need our creativity. They need us in the game to impact the world, to get it back to where it should be. Cause they not destroyed it, in so many words. Like I said, Bill Gates destroying the sun. We need to get the world to be back to where it can benefit all. But that will never happen until you get on the road to your purpose. It will never happen until you create value that can make the world a better place. It will never happen until you understand where you need to get your source from. It will never happen till you understand your true potential lead to your destiny here on earth, so you can understand your true identity in life. So you can understand where you get your source from to change your life from a spiritual perspective. My goodness, that's why it's time for us to get in the game of life. That's why I come on here twice a day on the daily dose, because this is time. We don't have no time to waste. It's time for us to put our blinders on. It's time for us to get focused on us. It's time for us to help each and every one of us get on the road to our unique purpose in life. Get on the road to your purpose. That's what life is all about. Like the live, shall alive. That's how powerful that book is. But once this book right here get you tapped into your true source, this book here get you on the road to creating value from your source. My goodness. Now you can understand why you here within 48 hours. Now you can get on the road to your purpose in life because you know you have a purpose. That book will change your life within 48 hours. We doing this because it's time for us to get in the game of life. It's time for us to do what we was created to do. It's time for us to unite so the world can see who we are from our perspective. When we come together and get in the game of life, we're gonna make the world better for everybody because we're not selfish. We're the hardest working people on the planet. We're the most loyal people on the planet. We're the most melanated people on the planet. We're the most creative people on the planet. We're the original people on the planet, and we also the most beat down, held down, even shot down people on the planet. Not by our doing, but it do happen to us. Why? Why? Now you need to be on the road to your purpose. Now we need to have our blinders on. Now you need to tap into your source as soon as possible, within 48 hours of reading this book. If you like the lie, if you follow me, you can get the book for more than half price, 19.89. If you follow me while I'm on this live, that's what I'm talking. Everything you need within you. What I'm saying, come on, get on the road to your purpose. You are, ain't no telling how long you been reading the Bible up to this point. You still don't know your purpose in life. No matter how many times you not read the Bible, you still don't know why you was created. No matter how many times you not read the Bible, if you in this sinful world and you haven't found your true identity yet, what have the Bible done for you? This book gets you moving the right direction. This book gets you to understand why you act the way you act, why you feel the way you feel, why you stress out the way you stressed out, why how you can get on the road to your purpose in life and get rid of all the stress. Power within this book right here. My goodness. Y'all just don't understand. Y'all just don't understand how powerful you are and how fast we can move when you make a decision to get on the road to your purpose. You've been indoctrinated bad in this sinful world. Like I said, if you get this, that only two places is either worldly or kingdom living with a purpose. Period. And soon as you understand that, you'll be on the road to your purpose. Soon as you understand that, you'll start wanting to create value from your source. Soon as you understand that I that robotics and AI now freed your mind up for you to seek out the truth. That's why I ask you today, do you understand that you free mentally to seek out the truth now? Are you free mentally to be honest with yourself now? You free identity to get in line with your purpose in life. How easy it is once you read this book. How valuable it is when you understand that you on the road, you on the road, tapping into your true purpose in life. When you on the road, that you know that your activity is tapped into a source, so you can start creating value within 48 hours from your source, not worldly. That's how powerful this is, my people. And I'm glad I don't take this lightly. That's another thing. When you when you know you're on your purpose, you don't take what you do light. That's the power of knowing you and your purpose. That's the power of creating things that lead you back to your purpose. These 9 things that I not created lead me back to my purpose in life. Period. It don't take me here. It don't take me there. It's not like you got a job here and you got to hustle over here. That's world. When you in your purpose, everything you create bring you back to your purpose in life. Just let me just name them right quick so y'all understand the value that I'm bringing out here to you. The latest thing is my book. And then I created a PDF that you can get the 48-hour 5 steps that's in the book if you don't want to read the book. You got the PDF and you got the book. That's 2. You got this daily dose right here that I'm putting it out in the marketplace. That's 3. All right. Then I got my website. If you own Facebook, you can scroll down and get the book. The link is there for 19.89. That's 4, right? 5, I have an app. That's what we're gonna do all our loving and uplifting and motivating and praising each other. That's 5 values that I not created that will lead you to your purpose in life. Nowhere else. It leads you straight to you getting on the road to your purpose in life. That's 5. Then I got 4 products in the app. The first one we talked about a little bit. That's the MMF. The MMF is a 3-step process that's designed for you to find your purpose in life. The app that can help you find your purpose in life so you can start creating value faster if you get the MMF and read this book. My goodness, y'all don't understand. All right. That's number 5. Then we got to educate our kids. Our kids need to know their true identity before they get in the marketplace. our kids need to know they too short before they get out in the marketplace. 1720 is for the young Gen Zs, so they'll know their true value in the marketplace. So they won't settle for killing and stealing and pillaging and killing over some Michael Jordan tennis shoes because they'll know their true value in life. That's number 6, right? You got the MMF? No, yeah, that's number 7. The MMF is 6, 1727. Then number 8, if you just wanna get out of debt, if you just wanna get your cash flow up, if you just wanna start investing in real estate or whatever, 6-week challenge is for you, alright? That's number 8, 6-week challenge. Number 9 is very simple. If you just wanna be in the right environment, just wanna get out of debt and live your life, simple life. We call that the Freedom 4. The Freedom 4 is designed you give us your income, your expenses, your cash flow, and your debt. We'll show you how to save money just to be debt free. Those 9 values ain't nobody take away. Those 9 values is geared to do one thing, is to get you on the road to your purpose in life. It's not to help you do this. It's not to help you do that. It's not to help you get into this. No, no, no. It's help you design you. It's here for you to get on the road to finding your true purpose in life. So you can start creating value that cannot be taken away that easy. I think they flagged me on a couple videos where they saying I'm assuming something. Just there for informational purposes only, just so you know, we gotta just continue doing what we know is right. And like I say, if you be honest with yourself mentally, cause you got your mind back from being hijacked from a job. Now you seek out your purpose in life. Do what's right by you. Be honest with you, and you will be led to your purpose in life. If you're spiritual, if you want to know your purpose in life, you'll get more value out of this like that than you will reading the Bible. If you're ready to get into action quick, fast, in a hurry from a spiritual perspective, like I say, I didn't know this book is valuable. If you want the book more than half price, follow me while we're on the slide. Those 9 things is designed for one thing only, for you to get in your purpose. Cause my purpose in life, for the rest of my life, I'm done. I know my purpose. I know why I'm here. I'm creating value from my purpose. I'm creating value from my source that helped you find your purpose in life so you can make the impact you deserve in life from your purpose. So you can impact me with your value you putting in the marketplace. That's the uniqueness when you understand why we all was created the way we was created. You have a purpose that's different than mine. And when we all come together, that's when the magic really happens. That's when we can start moving mountains. That's the power when you know your purpose in life. That's the power you have when you create value, make the world a better place. Get yourself Ethiopian Bible. Tell them, let them know. Get the Ethiopian Bible so you can understand Enoch, so you can understand how you are God here on earth. Why you was created to do what angels cannot do. Get the understanding why angels decide to fly to God themselves because you are so beautiful. You are so amazing. You are so absolutely God. I ain't gonna say the best, but you are the angels cannot do what you do. So let's you with that power. Let's get in the game of life with that power. Let's show the world what God fearing is when we get in the game of life. I'm excited. I appreciate y'all more than you know. I love y'all. I can go on and on. I really can. And if you're ready to come to the mastermind so we can really get this together, I can stay on here. We're gonna do a little bit more about identity tomorrow. Like the live, share the live, follow me on all the platforms that Edify to Unify. Besides X. There I am. Put Edify to Unify in Google search. I'll pop up. You can see my website there. If you okay, can get to know me. The app is on there, I think. If you follow me, you can get the book for 1989, more than half price off. If you're ready to get in the game of life, if you're ready to find your true purpose in life, if you're ready to start creating value from your source, or if you're ready to get your blinders on, get passionate about your life, and so we can make this world a better place, let's make history. AI is making history. Robotics is making history. Even the wars out here making history. Let us make history. Let us all get on the road to our purpose in life. Let us all start creating value that can make us all do what we was created to do. Let's get 1,000,000 people by the end of this year in the right environment. Let's get 1,000,000 people understanding, tapped into their true purpose in life. Create value that cannot be taken away. Appreciate the love. I'm here doing my part. That's all I can do. And I gave you 9 great values that can get you on the road to your purpose in life. I'm giving you 9 great values that can get you to create value than nobody else on this planet is doing. I challenge you to find anybody else out here doing what we doing over here at Edify the Unify. No mega churches is doing this. No major universities are teaching you what you need to be. Know your true purpose in life. How this is our time. Are you ready? But I appreciate y'all more than you know. Come back tomorrow. Let's unite. Let's make the world a better place. Let the world see how powerful we are, know our true purpose in life. Let's let the world see when we all get on the road to our purpose in life, we can make the world a better place. You know you deserve the best. You know you have a purpose in life, but you never ever had the opportunity until now to get on the road to purpose in life. Like I said, the Bible can't get you on the road to your purpose in life as fast as this book. The Bible can't get you on the road to creating value from your source as fast as this book. In 48 hours, you're in a new mindset. In 48 hours, you starting to create value from your source. In 48 hours, you on the road to creating your purpose in life. You on the road to understanding why you was created in the first place. This little old book right here is if you're melanated. This little old book right here is pow if you spirit. This little old book right here is pow if you're ready to create value from a kingdom perspective, if you're ready to get in the game of life to the point where you own your purpose, you know your source, you know your true identity, to the point where you can say, I'm willing to die for what I'm doing here on this earth. I'm willing to die for my purpose here on earth. Are you there? Can you say that now? When you know your purpose in life, you will know who you are. When you know your purpose in life, you'll be creating value that can make the world a better place. You know your purpose in life, you will know your true identity. When you know your purpose in life, you will know your true potential to have destiny here on earth. My good, you just don't know you're in the right environment today. You just don't know that you are in the right place to change your life, make a difference in the world. With that being said, I love y'all. We're gonna come back later on this afternoon, and I'll let the afternoon crew welcome back, come back, like the live, share the live. Go ahead, follow me, get the book for more than half price, 1989. Start getting on the road to your purpose in life. Not mine. I'm already in mine. Not mine. I already got 9 values to get you on the road to your purpose because my purpose is to get you on the road to your purpose. Whatever your purpose is, it will make me a better person. Come on, let's get on the road to your purpose so you can make me a better person. And when we unite, the world will see something absolutely amazing. Oh my goodness, my people. I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all have a great day. Be safe out there. May God bless you, keep you. And I'll see you later on this afternoon. We'll come back tomorrow on the daily. Like the live, share the live, tell somebody, share it with somebody. Let's get it in the game of life. Let us learn. Let us all get on with the GPS. Put the coordinates into you creating value, put out in the world to make me a better person, to make the world a better place. If this makes sense to you, put a 1 in the comments, show some love. We here for you. And if you spiritual, you understand. If you melanated, you understand. Our vibration needs to be here because the world is in turmoil. the world don't understand how much power they not giving us to do what we was created to do. We are the original people on this planet. In America, we had one immigrant came over and that was the white folk. So we had black and white for the Constitution. So I say now, for as voting goes, this is more important than voting now. But what we need to do on the block, anything that got immigrants in it, we don't want nothing to do with it as black people. Just that simple. We'll vote as a block for our interests. If nothing don't interest us, y'all can vote the way you want to vote. But we gonna opt out of doing any that do not support us. And the first thing we will have to do is get protection. We need to have protection under the Constitution. If we can't get that, you don't get a vote. Y'all can y'all can run the world down, the America down in the ground. But if we, while we do this voting, since y'all think voting is just necessary, but let me make it clear: Jews ain't voting. Let me make it clear: Chinese here in America ain't voting. We make it very clear: the Indians here ain't doing no voting because they all know their purpose in life and why they doing what they doing. But we need to get on this journey so we'll know what we doing as a people. We get the protection you know we deserve. Like I said, the UN that gave us the green light. Is nothing should stop us from getting our protection. Besides us voting in block, coming together, creating power within ourselves, understanding who we are as a people, and unite like never before. So with that being said, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Like the live, share the live. I see you back here this evening around 7 o'clock. If not, come on back here on the Daily Dose. And with that being said, I love y'all. Can't do nothing about it. And until next time, let me see. I see a couple more people just popped in on YouTube. If you want to get my book for half price, that's my website right there. Scan all the way down. The retail price is $34.97. As long as it's live, you can get it for $19.89 if you follow me and send me the link. I send you the link for the book. So with that being said, I love y'all. This is our time to create value, to get us in the game of life. Let's do what you know is right, because you got your identity back. Now you understand the difference between your identity was hijacked by a job. Now it's freed up by AI and robotics. Now you can be honest with yourself, focus on being honest with yourself and seek out your purpose. Get on the road to your purpose by being honest with yourself. Then start creating value within 48 hours of reading this book. You can start creating value from your source as you on the road to your purpose in life. And once you put that value out in the marketplace, it will start attracting income that will give you the lifestyle from your value, from your purpose in life. And that'll be hard for the world to take away because cost it comes from the right environment. So don't let me get started. We're gonna talk a little bit about it tomorrow on the Daily Dose. Like the live, share the live. This is our time to make a difference in the world. This the time for the world to see who we are from our perspective. So I say to you, you can take this daily dose, throw it in the trash, or you can take it and meditate on it and let it impact you in a way that will change your life, get you on the road to purpose in life. So you can create value that could change my life. And we all can unite to make this world a better place. Let's get it done. I love you. And like I always say, until next time, let's do it. TikTok, you know y'all always get the final say. I appreciate y'all more than you know. I get the opportunity to really read y'all comment